Yo, join our Discord server in the description below, guys. Anybody's welcome. There we talk about movies, games, we talk about reactions. All the priority recommendations for reactions are all there. And also we just kind of have fun. All right, check that out. I'll see you there. Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another React video. As always, thanks for tuning in. But today we're gonna be reacting to this Dax I Can't Breathe official video. Look, I'm a fan of Dax, actually. I mean, I will say that I think he's definitely not in my top 5, actually. I'm gonna go ahead and just go out and say it. He's definitely not in my top 5. But Dax he's a spitter. I mean, dude is quick with it. He has a message. That's the biggest thing about, I think, hip hop is having something to say. Well, actually, I will say that some people can just be entertainers, but I think that hip hop's roots were rooted in having something to say. I will say that the way he does deliver his message sometimes will kind of stray people away, like, from listening to him, because it's not their style, quote unquote corny. And I've been one of those people. I've always thought, you know, sometimes this style of rap can be corny, and I think a lot of people agree with that. But, you know, it's hard to really get past that when the message is usually pretty good. And Dax has a cool way of going about it, where he just leaves a lot of questions rather than trying to give you his opinion and kind of taking that as at his word and being that is the answer to the questions that he leaves for you. He just leaves the questions and you can fill in the blanks, most of the time at least. So I'm gonna see what he's talking about, if this is gonna be a continuation of Book of Revelations or Dear God and all that other stuff. So we'll see, but I think it's just a different one. I Can't Breathe Dax. Let's jump right into it. We gotta set the ambience, so put your headphones on. You know all his videos are gonna impact hard though.
Have you ever felt this weight on your chest? It makes it feel like you can't breathe.
This seems like it's personal. December 10th, 2019. I mean, this sounds like it's literally just about a story.
I can't breathe. I'm struggling finding the balance between what I want and I need. I've been playing with God, but it feels like the devil's been coaching the team. I got so much to say, but anxiety whispers and tells me don't speak.
See, that's the thing, man. It's like some of these lyrics, bro, like I feel like I'm playing with God, but the devil been coaching the team. I mean, I guess it's kind of dope.
I've been living on earth, but one day I wish I could go live in my dreams.
Hey,
I've been lost in my mind for
that
a minute.
hit, though.
I'm searching for somewhere to go. I look right at my mom and I cry because I wish she didn't have to get old. I got all of these people around me, but why do I still feel alone? I got all this money, I just bought a house, but with nobody in it, it isn't a home. All of these contacts inside of my phone, but I can't come in contact with someone to hold. Sometimes I sit in the shower and cry because the water disguising my tears in the flow. Look in the mirror, I don't see a soul. Looking for love, but I'm on the road. This isn't a song, this is a poem, God. I can't breathe. I'm not even tired.
So it's definitely personal. He's talking a lot about, you know, the act of being successful, trying to be successful, and doing all these things, buying a house, you know, no one at the house. You're pretty much alone, and then also the fact that his mom's getting old, and there's a lot of things that, you know, a lot of people seem to disassociate with famous artists, people who have some little success, even if it's not much. Like, they disassociate, like, actual problems with them. It's hard to, like, rich people can't have problems. Like, that's the thing that is very, very, very big problem. I mean, that's why we have the Robin Williams or the Kurt Cobains, and they end up dying because their life isn't perfect and they got a lot of things going on, but no one ever asks them because they just assume it's okay. And I love that Dax puts that in his music. He understands that you have to ask for help, or at least express that, and hopefully people are interested enough, and he has a friend group around him that can help him deal with the internal mental problems that he has. But let's continue.
But I just want to sleep. I'm drowning in pain. It's getting too deep. This weight is enormous.
Definitely less of a production value, but it looks great, man. The colors and everything looks really nice. Hey,
I'm hurt, my heart's full of rage. My life is a book that they can't even read because I'm bleeding on every page. Our people are dying too young when we tired and commenting all on their page. We just said a prayer for one and woke up and another was taken away. Let me know if it's better.
I love the symbolism of him being in chains.
Now that I'm rich, I got nothing to chase. I'd rather be happy and broke than rich with no one to love every day. I know everybody.
Oh, I just realized, is that like symbolism for like him being in chains, having to write lyrics, having to do this to become who he wants to be? The fact that there's like blood on the paper as if his hand is bleeding from writing poetry, lyrics all the time, and he's like chained up in this room and having to write. I don't know, did I miss a lyric? But that's exactly what it looks like. which is dope.
You hear while I pray. Me say, God, I can't breathe. I can't. I'm on my knees.
I'm surprised at how well this looks just inside somebody's house. I bet they shot this in his place.
They left me for dead, created a storm. They thought I would drown, but they didn't know that I'm a sea. And yes, I'm looking for help. I wanted to love, but I couldn't love because I
he said he was looking for help,
I'm
like I was saying.
Everyone else. No more blaming everyone else. From now on, I'm blaming myself. I can't breathe. I'm struggling finding a balance between what I want and I need.
Definitely not my style of the way he switched up. Doesn't sound like his style either, but I like that he's trying something new. I will say that because I'm tired of the. I get so worn out with the fast rapping, like very straight in your face. This is what I'm trying to say to you, rather than finding a way to symbolize it in the art and the way that you deliver the poetry. But he's trying something new, which is fire, and it doesn't. I mean, not my style, but it doesn't sound bad.
I've been playing with God, but it feels like the devil's been coaching a team. I got so much to say, but anxiety whispers and tells me don't speak.
Oh, it looks like they put some warp stabilizer on that one. Hey, I love the overlays. Actually, I take back what I said. I kind of think this sounds good. Bro, I know what anxiety be getting to you, dog. I have that stuff sometimes. I've been having that all my life, actually, bro. It's trash. I'll say this: the shot variation isn't that impressive to me. And I think that's just a matter of they wanted a video content. Honestly, I just think not. The thing about Dax is he puts out so much. I don't think every song needs a video, bro. Like I know he gets probably a lot of YouTube advertising and it's a brand awareness thing, but this man's releasing a video so often that I think it gets you can get a little worn out of Dax, and that's why people like Kendrick Lamar, the Drake, and they'll wait so long to put out anything. But it's just I think you lose a little bit of creativity. Not every video can be high production if you don't have that type of budget. You know what I mean? Like The Weeknd has that budget to do something like that. But this, you can tell that this compared to Book of Revelations is way different budget wise. I mean, the man's just in his house looking, and the chains. It's noticeable, and I wish he would just put out like an album or something rather than just put out all the videos with the album. So let's continue. That's not really a filmmaker's thing, but I will say the shot variation seems very hard to. I mean, how do you mix up something like that? That's not nobody's fault, but I think the concept of the video probably limited with budget. I wonder, is that his actual apartment? I wonder. Whoa, bro, I can't be yawning in the videos. I'm sleepy. You are no longer call or text the hope line. Cool. Yo, so like I was saying, man, I think Dax I wish he would slow down on the content that he's releasing. As an artist, I feel like it's easy to just want to always create. Feel like you need to be in the limelight, which I think is super important. But do it in a way where I don't get tired. I mean, I don't know if you guys are fans and you feel like you're not getting tired and all you want to do is keep seeing more Dax. Yo, leave a comment. Let me know that. But to me, it's like. It's the thing, every 2 weeks there's a video coming out, and if it's not a video, it's like just something on his Instagram, like chill out, take a break. The people heard the music, they feel the vibes, rethink the plan, like come back hitting strong. I mean, you see this pattern with the Kendrick Lamars of the world, where this man don't release something for 2 years and comes out and sells top selling record for a long time, and he may not be making as much an ad rev, but I don't know, maybe he is because his videos pop off so largely. But I just feel like we see a lot of that. I feel like the consequence of that is that you have the Book of Revelations level production, which is amazing, and then you have something like this, which is, looks like they really just shot it in an apartment and cleared out one room and made it look like, he was trapped in there writing, which the concept, I will say, pros was that the concept was very well done and interesting with the little bit of things that they could do with something like that, and having the hands in there with the bleeding, with the blood on the paper, writing with the chains, and having the other actor in there, his mom, and him, bringing in a box and setting it down when he moved to LA or whatever he was doing, moving apartments, houses, condos, whatever, doing that, and that whole concept was pretty cool rather than just having him sitting in the bathtub thinking or in the shower thinking. They did have those shots, but they combined it with something. So I will say that it's super dope. Overall, it's a Dax video, so it's gonna look great. Colors are great. Shot composition, shot variation was the only thing I will say that was a little, I felt redundant and very repetitive to me. And I think that was really just a consequence of the video's concept and what they were working with, probably budget-wise. Who knows? But I like Dax. This song necessarily isn't my favorite. I did like that he switched it up halfway through, so I really appreciated that. And I didn't like it at first, but towards the end of it, I was really kind of
champagne bottle by the key.
But
When
look,
I
guys,
pull
let me
out,
know
you hear a
let me know your
scream.
thoughts in the comments.
Heard
Or
that you
just
thought you had me beat.
there.
Bitch, I got tricks on my sleeve. Yeah, watch how I maneuver through the streets. Ayy, had to keep my friends and enemies on a leash. Ayy, old friends switched up, now they